That's the thing that drives me more than anything, is the energy of the people that are out here that are enjoying their summer and letting us be a part of it again, and who love music so much that they'll come in this kind of weather and listen to it.
We definitely have to get jackets.
We need our own little club.
2 members.
That's
We're
it.
the only ones in it.
Hermanos del Sol.
Hermanos del Sol.
Is that how you said? Hermanos del Sol. Del
Yes.
Sol.
Hermanos del Sol.
So you got a better accent than I do.
This week on Headline Country, Kenny Chesney and Tim McGraw's 20-stadium tour is off and running. We'll take you to Tampa, Florida for the launch of Brothers of the Sun. Kellie Pickler straps in for the ride of her life. And there's time to love and time to pack a punch, the two sides of Josh Turner. Plus, long before Kenny and Tim take the stage, fans put on their own show in the stadium parking lot.
Hey everybody, I'm Kenny Chesney from Tampa, Florida, and Headline Country starts right now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Stormy Warren from the home of the NFL, Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa, Florida. Welcome to Headline Country. The pirate theme of Raymond James Stadium is the perfect setting for the launch of Kenny Chesney and Tim McGraw's Brothers of the Sun Tour, one of the most anticipated summer tours of 2012. Not just by Kenny and Tim and their band and crews, but by these guys, the fans.
What a fitting place for us to start the Brothers of the Sun Tour in Tampa, Florida, where there's a pirate ship in the stadium. I love it.
It's taken 8 months of preparation, and now finally, the moving city known as the Brothers of the Sun Tour, starring Kenny Chesney and Tim McGraw, is officially underway. First stop, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida.
You just said that this is the first time you've seen this set.
Yeah, from up high up here, yeah, with our sunset and everything. It's pretty cool. You know, that's one of the great things about doing tours and of course, being out with Kenny and us doing a tour together is you get to design these great stages.
It's got a lot of moving parts to it, and to get all of it seamless and come together. And this is our 3rd day of being here rehearsing, and we still don't have it down. I mean, and to be honest with you, we won't until after the first couple of shows.
What do you say we have a great time tonight and start the summer off right?
If you could take our world out here and condense it into one picture, and my life out on the road and what I do, the way I live my life on the road and the way I live my life when I'm off the road in the environment that I like to be in, because I love both environments, This is it. It's music, it's blue chair, it's ocean, that's really my dinghy, and that's, you know, this is Mark Tamburino's phrase, positive is how I live.
Somehow to escape reality.
Brothers of the Sun, define what that means.
I don't know. Hermanos del Sol?
Hermanos del Sol.
Is that how you said? Hermanos del Sol. Del
Yes.
Sol.
Whether it's on the stage, on the radio, or even backstage basketball games, competition has been a part of Kenny and Tim's friendship for over 2 decades.
It's part of the fun of going out and doing a tour like this is, you know, you sort of see each other and you want to go out and have a great time and you want to up your game and you want to impress the other guy and he wants to impress you and those are always fun.
And the fans win.
And the fans win.
We believe this is going to work.
Well, it's got to work now.
It's got to work now. The chemistry is unbelievable. It really is, and because it's authentic. Tim and I have, and I think the fans know, years of friendship that is invested in us touring together this summer.
Whatever makes you feel like a rock star.
Each and every summer he's been on the road, Kenny has found a way to raise the bar on his tour every time. With the help of Tim and a few more bells and whistles and a couple of surprises, Kenny is proud to say they've done it again.
There's going to be some things that they get that they're going to expect, and there's going to be some things that they get that they're not going to expect. There's going to be songs that we're going to do this summer that we haven't done in 4 or 5 years. It's loud, it's fun, it's everything and more, I think, than what people have been used to seeing from our show.
With 2 back-to-back #1 songs, opening act Jake Owen says it's a bit different to be on the road with Kenny this time around.
Caught up in a southern summer barefoot blue jean night.
You told the story in the press conference. I think that's cool. Wasn't that long ago where you were sitting in the lawn watching Tim and Kenny. I mean,
Yeah.
talk about this leap.
It was about 10 years ago, and I was out in the audience in the grass, out there with all my buddies. If someone had told me at that moment right then, hey, 10 years from right now, you're going to be sharing a stage with those guys, you know, sitting next to them in chairs having a press conference, I'd have been like, yeah, right.
I can't be alone with you.
He's starting to get this point in his career where he's starting to feel a lot of momentum, and I love seeing that. I've been in that spot and knows what it feels like, and it's fun for me to watch that.
Adding additional punch to the Brothers of the Sun tour is a sister of the Sun, Kenny's duet partner, Grace Potter, and her band, the Nocturnals.
I've always said to be on our tour and for it to fit out here, you got to bring more than a song.
Yeah.
And Grace brings so much more than a song.
Ashes, ashes, but you won't fall down.
And if you're thinking with so much talent on the stage, fans might be shortchanged by less music from Kenny and Tim, think again.
Sweet summertime.
I think the first ballad comes at 32 minutes in. I love it. It is a very, very in-your-face, very energetic, very passionate first 30 minutes of the show.
Kenny and I both are doing really long, full sets, and then we finish off the night together and do a few of each other's songs and do a cover song or two.
The two of them out here, I mean, it's just going to be a non-stop hit fest of music.
That's the thing that drives me more than anything, is the energy of the people that are out here that are enjoying their summer and letting us be a part of it again, and who love music so much that they'll come in this kind of weather and listen to it.
Summer has officially begun. Kenny Chesney's brand new album, Welcome to the Fishbowl, hit stores June 19th. And right here on GAC, you can catch a brand new backstory featuring Kenny Chesney. A lot more from Tampa, Florida, when we come back.
Coming up, new music from Josh Turner, and later, Kellie Pickler takes to the sky with the world-famous Blue Angels.
Welcome back to Headline Country from the beautiful parking lot of Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
You may be the smartest people I have met all day. You're in the shade. You have this gigantic industrial fan. Your hair is just billowing in the breeze. You've got a swimming pool. I mean, you guys have done this before.
Not the first rodeo. Not the first time. Got here at 9 a.m. We know what's going on.
You know, inside the stadium is not the only place you can see Kenny Chesney and Tim McGraw. You can also see him on the newsstand on the cover of People Country. It's just one of the stories making headlines this week.
Whatever makes you feel like a rock star.
The road isn't the only place Kenny and Tim plan to share the spotlight this month. The close pals appear together on the cover of People Country's special July issue. In the mag, the two reveal what they really think of each other, including Tim's confession that what he admires most about Kenny is his focus, saying, quote, he's very smart and has a grasp of the details of things he wants to accomplish. Chesney's response is equally flattering, adding, quote, in being that focused and driven, you struggle with balance. Tim has put out great shows, branched out into movies, but he has a family. I mean, I just got a dog and I thought I was going to have an anxiety fit. And that's just a dog.
Barefoot blue jean night.
Newlywed Jake Owen is also featured in the issue, where he opens up about the moment he popped the question to now wife Lacey Buchanan and the real reason why they didn't wait to tie the knot. For more stories from the road and exclusive pics of Joe Nichols' latest bundle of joy, pick up your copy of People Country on newsstands June 8th. And another bonus to this summer's Brothers of the Sun tour. Thanks to Tim McGraw and Operation Homefront, a wounded military service man or woman in each city will receive a home completely mortgage-free.
For a soldier to come home and have a home to go to that's mortgage-free, a place to have his family, a place where he can feel safe and secure, and his family can feel safe and secure and have freedom to go out on a job hunt and know that he's got a place for his family to be safe is a pretty big and special thing.
Drop everything now.
Taylor Swift's record-breaking world tour is heading to the Country Music Hall of Fame thanks to a special exhibition titled Taylor Swift, Speak Now, Treasures from the World Tour, which played to more than 1.5 million fans across 19 different countries. Just last month, the superstar pledged a $4 million donation to fund a new education center at the museum. The gift is the largest capital contribution by an individual artist in the museum's 45-year history. Treasures from the World will open June 6th and run through November 4th.
Time is love. Gotta run.
New music from Josh Turner is finally making its way to retailers. Josh's 5th studio album, Punching Bag, will debut June 12th and features his current single, Time is Love.
Right now she's where I need to be. Time is love.
The title of the album is Punching Bag, and that's based on a song that's on the record. The premise for that song basically came from one of those days that we all have where nothing seems to go right.
I'm a punching bag.
Josh says he plans plenty of summer tour dates in support of the new album. Visit headlinecountry.net for more.
If you want to see more behind-the-scenes action on the making of Josh Turner's brand new album Punching Bag, catch Josh Turner packing a punch right here on GAC June 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be right back.
Still to come, Kellie Pickler pulls some G's with the U.S. Navy's demonstration flight team, the Blue Angels.
Welcome back to Tampa, Florida. This is Headline Country. I'm Stormy Warren. Chuck, if I were to offer you a ride in an F-18 jet, one of the famous Blue Angels jets, would you take it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I said too. It was one of the biggest thrills of my life. It was also one of the biggest thrills for one of the military's best friends, American Idol alum and country star Kellie Pickler. We've been talking about this for a long time, your desire to get up and fly with the Blue Angels.
Oh, yeah.
What made you want to fly with the Blues?
I don't know. I mean, I think that they're just, they're badasses. You know, I just wanted to be able to experience what it would be like to be in the cockpit in one. We did our first USO tour together. That's and, right. You know, we've flown in all the other military aircraft, C-130s.
Blackhawks.
Yes, Chinooks, everything.
Everything.
And,
add this to the list.
I know.
Did any kind of nerves kick in? Did you kind of go, oh, wow, wait, I'm really going up in this?
Well, I was not nervous about anything until I got there, and there was like an hour-long briefing before we're able to fly.
The pilots won't wear G-suits, and neither will you today, all right? And don't worry, I will give you a tool that will be exactly what you need in order to stay conscious and survive into this flight, okay?
All right. And I didn't realize there were going to be all these rules and breathing techniques and all this stuff to remember, and don't touch this knob, don't pull that. You know, there's just all these rules, and so I was like, I'm going to forget something.
Squeeze those legs. Take a deep breath. Ready, hit it. Hey. Hey.
He said hit the first time. I went, what'd you call me?
It's called a hick maneuver.
Don't call me a hick.
But you also realize what happens if you don't do that, right?
You'll pass out.
You can even scream, all right? Whatever you need to do in order to force that blood to go right back up into your head.
All right? Sorry.
It's 45 minutes, the most adrenaline boosting thing you've ever gone through.
You'll never go that fast, ever. When we took off, I think that's the craziest part, I think, of the whole thing. You really don't know what to expect. And you literally, I mean, you're on the runway and then boom, like you're like a 90-degree angle in less than a second. It was incredible.
Yeah.
I think I blew his eardrum. I think I busted his eardrum because as soon as we went up like that, I went, ah!
I think once she realized her body could handle the forces, the G-forces, and she wasn't going to get sick, she was ready to do whatever, and she was ready to get after it. So it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun out there.
When we were landing, you know, there was camera crews out there and, you know, fans. He's like, so do you want to land, like, do you want to spin? And I went, just do whatever. Just make us look like badasses.
And he
Because
did.
there's a lot of people watching. Just made me look cool.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
You think you're in for a joyride, and then about halfway through, you realize, man, this is a lot of work.
It was intense.
I know, every turn, every twist.
Yeah, and he told me this before we landed. He said, you're going to feel like you've been at the gym for 2 hours. And I was like, okay, I didn't really know what he meant by that. And when I got off, I was like, oh, you're right. Oh, you just feel so drained. It makes you tired. I went home and I was like out like a light.
Would you do it again?
Oh, absolutely. Next, jumping with the Golden Knights.
Done that too.
You have. Did you like it?
It's just as
We
much
definitely have to get jackets.
We need
We've
our own
done
little club.
both. 2 members.
That's
We're
it.
the only ones in it.
No one else can join. That's hysterical.
Nobody else wants to.
When we come back, the party before the party. We'll take you tailgating in Tampa.
Well, finally today, if you're headed to one of the Kenny and Tim tour stops this summer, you get 7 hours of music. 7 hours. Jake Owen, Grace Potter and the Nocturnals, Tim McGraw, Kenny Chesney. But believe it or not, that's just a part of the day. The real party starts long before the gates open to the stadium, right here in the parking lot. Please tell me that's not a permanent tattoo.
Well, it could be, but no, not really.
What time did you get here this morning?
We got here at 2 o'clock in the morning.
The gates weren't open.
We were here.
This is not just watermelon.
No, sir. It's got Captain Morgan in it.
Florida seems to be like a pretty good tailgating spot.
It's a hell of a spot. You got water and a bunch of hot girls and alcohol.
Kenny's from here, originally.
No, Kenny's from East Tennessee.
No. We've made him an honorary Floridian, so he's from here.
Summertime has arrived officially. It's Kenny Chesney on tour. I mean, how long have you been waiting for this one?
I've had tickets for 2 months now, so we've been playing this for at least like 3-4 months.
Who are you guys here to see? When you heard that Tim was joining the party this summer,
That made it totally better.
Yeah, with a little bit of booze and sunshine, a little bit of romance, and everything together just makes it just an awesome concert.
We brought in a ton of sand, and we brought in about 125 gallons of water.
This is your bus?
Yes, all of ours.
We own it. It's weird, but it's our bus that we
That's
have.
crazy. So how do you play flip cup?
You begin by chugging your beer as quickly as you possibly can, and then you need to flip it from here to upside down.
It's of apple pie.
You went all out.
We live in Tampa, man. Come on. That's what the Buccaneers fans do.
This is survival.
You betcha, man. Look at all these kids. They don't have tents. They don't know. We've been feeding them. So we'll send them home to their mama sober.
Rookies. We've covered a lot of festivals. I have to say, this is grade A tailgating. You guys rock.
They don't do it like this in Utah.
Whatever makes you feel like a
Rockstar!
Kicking off summer with Kenny Chesney and Tim McGraw in Florida. It does not get any better than this. From Tampa Bay, I'm Stormy Warren. Next week, it's CMA Music Fest in Nashville. Take care, everybody.
Yes, sometimes nothing all that is cracked up. So let's take a chance to live this fantasy. 'Cause everybody needs to break free.